Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I have another video showcasing some of the community builds that I personally have been absolutely blown away by. And a lot of times when I'm playing these kind of maps, I use them as a way to take a break from everyday Fortnite that I'm sure a lot of us get frustrated with. And these maps are some of the best ones to play. This first one here is a Portal remake, and let me tell you, it is absolutely incredible. In the first clip you can kind of see what it is as you go through a blue portal that brings you down, and then you're in an exact same room, just in a completely different section of that room. And I gotta say, the way that the creator organized this map is absolutely crazy, and I had a ton of fun playing it. So I would definitely say that this map is a mix between a parkour as well as a strategy puzzle map, as there are some different sections within the map where you kind of have to think about where you have to go and how to do it. Like for example here, I kind of messed that up, but as you can see, there is some things that you have to figure out how to do it, as well as position yourself right to make sure you hit everything the right way, as well as the bouncers. As you'll see here, you kind of have to position yourself to make sure you're hitting it right. But there is absolutely a lot of parkour, and I gotta say, overall I think this map is insanely cool, and I hope a couple other creators take some inspiration from this and build a couple of maps similar, because I personally had a ton of fun playing this and would love to see some similar maps like it. So this map was made by Blue Drive, and I will flash the code up on screen now for you, as well as I will link everything down below, including the code and Blue Drive's social. Make sure to check him out, as well as any other creator featured in this video, as all the maps have personally blown me away. But I do have to say, this Portal one is hands down the coolest, and I was so impressed by how he was able to do it, because personally when I heard about the Portal map, I was like, how is he going to be able to make you teleport from one section to another? And I think he executed it very well. So this map here is called the Dropper, and I will flash the code up on screen now for you guys. And I personally think this map is very cool. However, as you can see there, the map wasn't completely loaded in. So once you do load it in, make sure to drop down a couple times, as it does take a couple seconds, considering the fact that the entire map is made out of these little tiny blocks. So just drop a few times and eventually they'll get loaded in. After that, you should be alright, and dropping down is pretty cool, as you have to dodge all sorts of things and then land on a very small set of tires, which can be a little bit hard, but is for sure a blast. The only critique I really have with this map is the fact that it can be a little bit straining on the eyes, as there's a pretty good contrast between the bright flashy colors and the dark colors, as well as you can see now some like flashing screens. So I will say it is a little bit straining. However, it depends on what level you're playing, as there are 4 different maps to this, as each map I believe has 2 different courses on it, and I have to say these are some very cool courses. I will have the other 3 maps linked down below, so make sure to check all of them out so you can have a chance at playing all of them. So after you make your way down to the bottom, that is not the end of that course, as the creator I think did a really great way of being able to get back up to the top, as you have to maneuver yourself through a very tight corridor through all sorts of different shapes and sizes, and I think there's a pretty cool way to kind of make yourself reset, because you do have to get up there anyways, and at least in this way you're kind of doing it in a pretty fun way. This map is hands down probably one of my favorite parkour slash puzzle maps that I have played, as I did play it a couple weeks ago when it kind of first came out, and I was absolutely blown away. I'm going to flash the code up on screen now for you guys. And overall, I have to say I recommend this map a ton, as you don't have to be great at parkour or anything like that. And a lot of it comes down to figuring out which way is the right way to go and all of that, as when me and my friend did it the first time, we definitely got lost and were going the wrong way, and it took us a while to get back around. And I do say this is probably one of my favorite, and probably one of the coolest and most well detailed map that I have played. This map does have a lot to it, and it took me a very long time to do it the first time, and trying to figure out exactly how to do everything was pretty fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, as there's a lot of really hidden things that you probably wouldn't catch on your first time going through, and you really have to look around to find out what you're supposed to do, as well as it's not all just parkour and strategy. Towards the end, there is some bots that you have to fight, and overall I think this map kind of has a lot to it. And compared to a lot of other maps, I personally think this map is super cool, and it's high up on my favorites for puzzle and adventure maps. The creator also released a second map, however I have not had a chance to play it, but I will link it down below, as I'm sure as great as this one was, I'm sure he really knocked the second one out of the park as well. So I'll have both of them down below, as well as the socials for the creator. And I hope you guys go check out the maps, as this one is a blast. So this map here is a pretty crazy maze map, and I have to say it is very, very hard, and I did not beat it, and I tried for a very long time. At one point I ended up turning myself around so much that I ended up going back to spawn. And I personally thought I was making some pretty good moves and was on my way to the end. However, I got so turned around that I just made my way back somehow. However, I do say if you do go and try this map out, make sure to come prepared, as it is not easy. I do have to give some big props to the creator, as placing down all these little blocks is absolutely nuts. And putting the time into crafting all these different little twists and turns and all the dead ends is nuts. And I can't imagine having to position all these different little blocks, as trying to do just a few myself, it is a pain in the butt. So I definitely recommend checking out this map. I'm going to flash the code up on screen now. And honestly, I recommend checking out this map if you like mazes or like a very hard map. And I was trying to cheat my way around a little bit there, trying to see if putting builds would help me distinguish where I was. But I gotta say, this map is a pain in the butt. And good luck to any of you guys that try it. I'm gonna let you guys watch me struggle for a minute, and then I'll see you guys in the next map. So this map is absolutely nuts, and I think the amount of detail in this map is what puts it above a lot of the other ones I've played. As looking around, everywhere you look, there's a lot of very cool details, and it really makes the atmosphere and the look of the map really cool, especially here as we enter into a cave. And there's all sorts of different aspects to this map. You have to run around and kind of find out where to go, but at the same time you're opening chests that are inside of crates, which I personally think is very awesome, as well as fighting bots and such all around. There's a lot to it, but the detail is really what I find to be the most intriguing, as when I'm playing a game, I really like to see some cool looking maps as well as cool looking surroundings. So I definitely think this map did a great job with that. So I have to say, this puzzle map is probably one of the most unique and well designed maps that I have seen. And personally, it doesn't even make me feel like I'm in Fortnite, as it feels like I'm in a completely different game, with the amount of detail and such in it, with things that you've never even seen in Fortnite. I mean, look at this sewer system. It's absolutely incredible, and the little details that he has in this map is insane. The little strings hanging from the ceilings, it really adds to the entire atmosphere of this map. And I have to say, playing it was a pleasure, as looking around, it was just really cool to see everything he incorporated into the map. Alright, so that's going to wrap up the video there, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure to let me know what you thought about the video down below, as well as check out all the creators, as they did an absolutely incredible job with these maps. So make sure to go show them all some love. However, I did tell you guys I was going to be taking off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. However, I did have some time, and I might have time for all these other ones. So if I do, I am going to still put out videos. I hope that's alright. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all tomorrow in the next one.